Alright, y'all. Welcome back to another video, and this is gonna be like my first drawing video. Now, quick disclaimer, I don't actually have Clip Studio Paint Pro. This is just like the trial version. Don't tell them, but I actually just screenshot my picture when I'm done doodling it, so I could still use it however I want to. Anyway, so as a person who loves anime and watches anime like all the time, I don't really get represented in anime like everyone else does. And by everyone else, I mean the light category and the medium category. And maybe like a little bit of the medium to deep category. But that's mainly just like tanned anime characters. And there's a very small percentage of anime characters that are actually dark skinned. And I'm talking about like deep dark, okay? So I never really got represented, or I can never look up to a certain anime character that looks like me, basically. So this is what this video is about. I'm dark skinned, I'm an artist, and like some other artists, most of them out there, not all of them, but most of them, they like only focus on the pale skinned. And don't even get me started on those artists that say that this is a dark skinned character and they just tan. We ain't doing that here. So today I'm gonna make a drawing video. My art isn't that good, but it's drawing. I'm not sure how this video is gonna work. If it does go well, then you'll see it posted on my YouTube channel, and what else? Oh yeah, I'll make more of these. But if it doesn't go well, then you might not see it. So I guess I could get started here by getting some paper, because right now everything is blank. If you started this video on mute, you would be like, why the heck is this video blank for like 2 minutes or about 3 minutes? Because I've been talking anyway. So I do Roblox edits, but those take a while, and I feel like just free drawing on paper takes less time. So that's what we're gonna do. So instead of opening up a file of Roblox picture, which I do, we're just gonna head right into paper here. And here's the part where I figure out what size my paper is. It really just matters on what kind of picture you're gonna do. I'm just gonna do like a headshot with like maybe chest and up. So I'm not gonna need that much room. So I think we can just, leave it as it is and hit OK. Perfect. So now that we got our paper here, I first like to check what size. As we can see here, that's like 2K and 2K, pretty big. Bump it down to 1000K, maybe 400. Not that bad. So now that I know the size of my paper is, I start adding layers, just because like I'm too lazy to keep on adding layers when I need layers. So yeah, usually my pictures, or at least my Roblox edits, have about like 15 layers to them, maybe 20 if I'm doing something big. So for the sake of it, we just gonna put like 20, maybe 15. I don't know, y'all. Okay, so there's 20 layers. I might not need 20 layers, but I mean, it's always good to have. I mean, technically, you gotta just hit the back button, and we'll just keep it at 15. If I need more layers, I'll add more layers. So, speaking of which, we're going all the way down to layer 1. And layer 1 is going to be our background color. Now you could do anything you want with a background really. Since I'm drawing a portrait of some anime character that's dark skinned, I would personally like a light background. That way her skin pops some more. And basically it. So you can also work on the tone of the skin. Now I'd say pretty much you could get like a brown from almost anywhere in the warm category of colors. Now right now my brown is a little bit on the pinky gray side. So I'm just gonna do like a dark orange, move it a little bit to the orange, and bam. That's your dark skin color right there. So, but we're not working on skin colors, we're working on background. And since her skin tone is going to be that orange color, I think I'm going to make it the complete opposite side, which would be about right here. Perfect. And I want it light. So I'm going to start off with the neon version of that color. Go to G Pen just to fill it in. On a larger scale, please. Thank you. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but it's whatever. Now that we've got that filled in, I just move it to lighter and kind of just fill it in the middle. And we're just going to keep on going until we get to the very middle, which will hopefully be just white or the light version of that color. And when I talk about skin colors, I do like using the term fair, medium, dark, deep dark, which could be considered, a makeup look on things, but it does apply well. Alright then, and then one last color, and that's going to be just the pearly white. Beautiful. Now we work on blending all those. And now it's going to be laggy since the brush is so big and I'm blending a lot. And I really do like doing these gradient backgrounds. Of course, you don't really have to do all that stuff I just did with like the layers of colors unless you're doing several different colors. You could pretty much just put white and then your dark color and then blend it together. But I do prefer doing it that way anyway because I'm just extra. Anyway, we're done at layer 1. That took like way too long. We already had 9 minutes and I'm trying to keep it like 30 to under 30. So to make this quick, I'm going to go to layer 10 And we're just going to start on her outlines. Going with black here. And I think that's good. So I'm just going to do something really stupid and random. And, you know, just... And now we got like a simple look. Of course, this isn't the finished look. My art isn't that bad, like damn. Sorry if your art looks like this, but damn. So, zooming in. And I'm just going to work on some of those features. Yeah, my lining does look a little bit hairy, a little bit messy. But in the end, it'll all be like erased and stuff, so I don't care. And this is also really how I do the neckline here. I work on the shoulders and then I connect the neck to the shoulders. And now you've got a decent looking neckline. Now, depending on what art style you want, because anime in itself is technically an art style, but there are still many different types of anime art styles. And no, I'm not talking about cartoons, I'm talking about anime. There's a difference. So, I'm doing my art style, and I don't know if technically my art style could be considered unique per se, but it's just a style that I use right now. Just a simple oval shaped head. And to give y'all some context, because I usually don't need to make those crosses in the line that usually go like this and this. I don't really need to do that personally, but I mean, I will sometimes if I'm having like problems seeing which direction I want things or whatnot. But to give y'all an example of the way I'm going to have her facing, it's going to be that way. So paint a picture of that in your mind, pause the screen, take a screenshot, because I don't use those lines, so you ain't gonna see them. Now I'm taking an eraser and I'm just gonna clean them up a little bit, maybe a little bit bigger. Thank you very much. I'm not sure if there's any background noise on this, and yes, to those people who may ask in the comments, I am doing this on the same laptop that I make my Roblox videos on, that I do, that I watch my YouTube on, that I do my school on. It can turn into a tablet. I don't feel like turning it over to see the name right now, so y'all just gonna have to keep that as a mystery. And yeah, I know her head is a little flat on top, but that won't matter because her hair is gonna go there. And to keep this authentic, I will be doing authentic hair. And by that I mean curly hair. And by curly hair I mean C-curl hair. Not talking about no wavy stuff. Okay? And I think that's really also where you get it. Like, even if a certain cartoon or anime, because not all animes and cartoons are like this, where you don't see a lot of representatives in racial stuff, but there are a few, and if they do have racial stuff, it's very rare to see them with a natural hairstyle. It's always kind of just like that classic straight hair. Some black people do have straight hair, but that ain't the point. And bam, we're basically like done with our body. I'm done now. Okay, we're done. Just erase that little bit right there, and bam, we done. Just do a little bit of finishing. Okay, yeah, that's good. So I might have to just do this in a 2-part video, but I guess it's okay. So I'm going up to layer 11 here, and I'm going to work on her face. And just gotta pick a little spot right there, and we just gotta bam, and bam. And now you got an eye. Look at that. Look at that. Okay? That's my art style. That might be a little bit too big, but y'all get what I mean. Keeping that top eyelash layer, knowing that that's too high. It's not letting me zoom in. Okay, I'm just gonna do that manually. Like, oh my god. That's pretty good. And yes, I know I said I'm making this authentic Black American stuff like that. So y'all may be wondering, like, why the heck does she have oval eyes? Again, it's just my art style. That's how I like to make the eyes. And for certain characters, like if I'm doing several different characters, I will make the eyes different, just to, like, so they have contrast and they don't look like the same character, but with a different hairstyle on or whatever. But Now, doing anime doesn't always gotta be whatever you would want to call it. I wouldn't really say professional. Doing anime doesn't really have to be good looking. Anyone can technically do anime, because anime is technically a cartoon, but Japanese style or Asian style. I don't really know where it came from. And I don't just want to assume. So, done her eye here. And I guess this video will be part 1, as in just like outline and stuff. So now I do her nose. Now the thing about the nose, I will say, anime characters tend to have a pointy nose. That being said, some don't. So here's what I'm gonna do. Because she's dark skinned, and I know dark skin don't really have a type of nose. we're just gonna, do a little line right there. This little line will represent the upturn of the nose, or downturn, whatever. There. Okay, we're just gonna leave it like that. Since she is looking this way, I am gonna have her lips face towards here. And her expression will be a simple one at that. There you go. And yeah, I know it does look like she got a mustache. Calm your heads down. It's fine. And I'm sorry if I do sound like crap right now. It's really late. And I've had a long evening. My day was great, but this even, honey, Okay. We're gonna leave that. And now I'm gonna work on her other eye. Now the question is, am I gonna add another eye or not? Cause, I could make it so there's hair right here. Or I could just do another eye. But here's the thing about other eyes. Sometimes they don't look perfect, and I don't feel like getting it perfect. It's late. I'm not. I also kind of don't like that expression now. Poop. Okay. Okay. Erase. There. A simple smile. And yeah, I did that anime thing where their smile doesn't connect in the middle. Yeah, I did that. Now, the purpose of anime isn't really looking realistic. But I mean, on my opinion, anime isn't really the best when it comes to a lot of things. Some things that I dare not say. Okay, there. That's fine. Now I think for this girl here, I am going to add dreads to her. So indeed, the dreads will hang over, and she will not need the other eye. I could just add an eye patch too, but whatever. So I'm just thickening the lash line. No, she's not going to be some kind of cat animal. So now that we're basically done with her face, and I almost forgot that eyebrow, but it's okay because Here's a little eyebrow trick. Make the shape of your eyebrow with like a simple line, and then just scribble over that, or scribble in the place that you want your eyebrow, and then go ahead and just like erase the pattern you want. I mean, I wouldn't call this no tutorial. I'm sure there's plenty of artists who already do that. But you know. And her eyebrow is a little bit high, so and that's not really going to change anything except for the fact that she's going to look like her eyes are a little bit more squinted. I do kind of want to make this eyebrow a little bit bigger. It's looking a little small compared to the other features. Perfect. Coming up on 30 minutes here. So I'm gonna have to go real quick with the hair, but that's okay. And done. Okay. So got lips, nose, eye, eyebrow, you know, all that stuff. And I think the last thing I'm going to do when it comes to eyes and face is kind of extend this out right here. That way it looks like her face has some curvature around the cheek. And you know, a lot of people do this for a lot of reasons. Some people just say that's their anime style. Other people say that they do it to make their anime characters look younger. I don't know, man. And yes, I am changing where her chin is. I feel like adjustments like these are always needed. For me. And who knows, maybe it's because I'm not adding those weird crosses, oopsie, onto her face to measure out where everything's gonna go. But you know what? I'm good. Bam. That's how everything's looking so far. While I'm here, I'm just gonna add boob HR. And now we got that. So we're just coming up on 30 minutes here, guys. I might go a little bit over, but doing the hair shouldn't really take long. So I'm just going to give her thick dreads. And making dreads, just like making every other anime hairstyle, is considered to me pretty easy. I mean, the fact of the matter is, you can make them skinny, you can make them big. Either way, I hate to say it, but as someone with dreads, I feel like I can say it, and that is basically you gotta give them noodle hair. Aight? That's it. That's all you gotta do. And it could be thick noodle hair. It could be kind of curly noodle hair, wavy noodle hair. And it's not like when you making hair, you know, it has to be a certain way, and that's why you can't do it. I don't want to hear those excuses, because you can make noodle hair wet if you wanted to. You can make it dry if you wanted to. You can make it puffy if you wanted to, but you just don't. And for the people who say they don't make dark skin anime characters because it's too difficult with the skin color and blah blah blah, nah. Like, that's just kind of rude right there. So, as you can see, I'm just kind of having some of them overlap each other. Like so. Her dreads are a little bit more thick. And yes, I am doing this as a representation of me. If you haven't already seen my face yet on my mom's videos, or you haven't watched any of my old videos, you could see this as a representation, okay? So there. I think I'm done with that. Taking my eraser here, connecting a few lines, doing all that. And now I'm just gonna go over to back to here. And I'm just gonna erase everything that's behind the hair. And I'm going back to layer 12, erase some things, add some things. Maybe add a couple lines right here. Bam. And that's how I'm doing dreads right now. I am kind of rushing since you're pretty much run out of time on this video. This is just part 1, probably gonna post part 2. Pretty simple at that. So I guess like and subscribe if you want to see more. And if you don't want to see more, that's okay. I don't care. Where are you at? Right here. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna go. It's now like 35 minutes. Anyway. So I guess I'll see y'all later. Bye.